guys, welcome back to the Root Beer Cinema Podcast. It's your host, Carter Haskins, and we're continuing the Great Max Vanderwerf Hiatus of 2026. And we have a second-time guest.
I'm Tony Martinez. Once again, so happy to be here.
Welcome back, Tony.
Thank you.
And on this episode, we're going to be reviewing, you say it?
Sátántangó.
Sátántangó?
Sátántangó, I think is the correct
Right,
pronunciation.
And the Three Stooges Wise Guy Root Beer. So a bit of a thematic match, I would say. Let's get into it. Let's crack these bad boys.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh shit, it's gonna explode, I think. Keys jangling 3 hours. Alright. Cheers. Alright. Huh. Interesting. Alright, so you intro us.
Okay. I do want to say right off the bat, this is a late night episode of the pod.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is a normal thing that you guys
almost
do.
2 a.m. sleepy than a mug.
Yeah. So yeah, we're looking at Sátántangó today, directed by Béla Tarr. 1994 film. Should I just read this from the Wikipedia?
No.
It's an adaptation of a novel of the same title by Laszlo Krasznahorkai. I think I'm saying that right. That came out in like 1985. But do I say anything about the plot?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, basically just about a group of people on a Hungarian estate in the 80s, around the time when the book came out, sort of like during the collapse of communism in Hungary. And yeah, it's just about people kind of walking around in the rain. Shit gets bleak.
You're telling me.
Sad. But also pretty funny too. So yeah, I'll pass it off to you, Carter. Just first thoughts here.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing. Tony read the book, and he finished it very recently. I don't know if you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Did you?
I did not.
Okay, Tony read the book, and so he sort of wanted to see this movie, and I was like, been meaning to see it for many years, so I thought I'd finally rip the Band-Aid off and
I don't know.
Rip
Yeah.
Satan's Tango. Man.
I actually didn't. I knew about the movie I didn't even know it was a book.
Yeah, me neither.
Because you hear so much about this one, just as long as it is, and sort of the reputation it has, I guess. I don't know. It's just kind of, you kind of think it's gonna be a shtick or
yeah. So my thing is I've known about this movie for a long time, and the whole thing, obviously the reputation is not what it is, but the reputation of this movie is just dude, there's a 7.5-hour movie, and it's about the collapse of communism, and it's in black and white, and it's really slow. There's a whole thing where it's when you tell a film bro your favorite movie isn't a 7.5-hour epic about the fall of communism in black and white, a Hungarian movie, whatever. But also just generally, I feel like with stuff like this, I feel like I have an idea of it as being kind of a shticky, like a bit of a gimmick, it being so long or whatever. I wasn't expecting it to be this good, and to sort of completely justify its run to this movie should be this long. Low-key the perfect length for this movie. And it works so well. And it's so interesting to hear also when Tony was reading the book, I was like, oh, is it super long? And he's like, it's 200 pages or something?
No, it's almost 300. It's
that's a short book.
Definitely, yeah.
And so it was interesting to hear that. I was wondering what that would end up being like. But then when I thought about that, I was thinking about Inherent Vice, and how that movie is sort of a perfect adaptation, and then it hits a certain point, and then they realize they have to finish the movie, and so they cut forward 100 pages and then just end the movie, where it's a perfect adaptation until a certain point, and then it just stops. It's fuck, we need to end this movie, and then it ends. And I feel like
this is a crazy comparison.
I'm just saying. I was thinking about the fact that if he were to follow through on the full adaptation, it would be 5 or 6 hours. And so I was
Yeah.
imagining like a decent sized book, like if you're doing like a real faithful adaptation of a book that
Hmm.
spans time or has this sort of I don't know, plot about it, like it should be this long. Anyway,
Yeah.
um yeah, well, I didn't really have any expectations other than like I just know it's long and god damn it's fire.
Hmm.
It looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
And yeah, the camera's really Tony said a few times that you were like, "Oh, I thought the camera would move a lot less,"
Yeah.
and me too a little bit. I felt like it was just going to kind of be like long takes, kind of Tarkovskian, um, in a way. But it's so fluid and like dynamic. Like
Yeah.
every single shot has like some crazy unique movement that is really intriguing to me. Like whether it's moving around a room or like there's a lot of like close ups that are dollied and the
Mm.
focus is like being pushed and pulled constantly to
Hmm.
like every new face or feature or whatever what have you,
Yeah.
and it's really engaging and really I just love the way it moves and it's so really I was saying time fucking flies and like
Hmm.
I would look up and be watching the movie and I'd look down and an hour and a half would have passed in the runtime, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's really crazy because I feel like even during 90-minute movies, like, I'll check the timer every now and then just to like see what's going on because I have ADHD. And
Yeah.
during this, like 2 hours would just go by, and it would be like, oh my god.
It is. Yeah. It's crazy to think about all. We did watch it in two
Hmm.
parts, which is like I feel like we should also mention that as well. But
Yeah,
like this last one we did, there's 12 chapters in the whole thing, and so we did six the first day and then six tonight.
yeah. Also,
And
it was outside of our hands. We had a plan
yeah,
to watch it in one
yeah,
sitting, and then I got an alert that I had work in 1 hour, and I didn't know that I had work, so I had to leave Tony in my apartment for 3 hours. Came back, we watched about half of it, and then we finished the other half. Yeah, so that's a bit sanctimonious, but I think we're fine. Like, I think it was a good place to stop and start because I feel like also the
definitely.
vibes of the two halves are very different.
Yeah,
Like the first half was like a very specific. It was sort of the two halves of the story, I think, and as you said about the bureaucratic chapters, like it's sort of bookends. Like it's sort of like it's a in the middle, and then on the it like is the same thing backwards on the other side.
like a tango, 6 steps forward, 6 steps back. That's what the whole book
Is
thing
that what a
is.
tango is?
Yeah, well, I don't fucking know anything about dance. I also don't know anything about Hungarian history. Um, but I do know that was like the design of the book, and it's made
Mm-hmm.
very obvious in the chapters, like the numbers of the chapters themselves count up to six, and then they go six back to one. Um, oh, six, seven. Uh,
Okay,
but
that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, and I mean it's deliberately designed that way, kind of like a mirror from
Mm-hmm.
the middle. But you can see, I guess how each chapter on each side of that mirror relate to each other, and I think it's most clearly seen in those more bureaucratic,
Yeah.
um, like the government setting chapters, the second one and the second to last one. Um, yeah, and as far as like my just initial thoughts about it, fucking loved it. Thought it was everything Carter said. Like it honestly flew by, was super engaging, really beautiful to look at, and like also just off rip, it was like the camera was moving,
Yeah.
and it's like I had no fucking idea it would be like that.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I wasn't expecting so many tracking shots and
yeah,
so many like insane. And they're not like one. It's not like oh I'm doing a oneer because it's like
exactly.
it felt like that's like what you. If I were adapting this book, I would be like I need to do this,
Yeah,
and then it just ends up being 7 hours. I'm like fuck, and then I just release it anyway, and knowing it would end up being like oh this guy made a 7 hour
yeah,
like it's but it's so it makes so much sense like
yeah.
all of it.
It does. It feels like at the same time it's incredibly deliberate. Like obviously you
Mm-hmm.
couldn't make this and then just be like, oh,
Oops, it's
it
seven
turned out this
hours.
way.
Fuck.
But like deliberate in that everyone has to be like super locked in,
Mm-hmm.
like when they are shooting.
Yeah,
But also like it feels so natural at the same
it
time.
does.
Which is just like I don't know, it's like a completely hypnotic.
Yeah, it's really. I've never really felt this way about like trying to imagine like any sort of feelings I've had that are similar. Like I don't think I've ever seen a movie where like even in a Tarkovsky, it's like
Uh-huh.
sometimes there'll be like like a 4 minute shot of someone walking. I'm like okay,
I agree. Yeah,
like
totally.
yeah for sure,
Hmm.
and then it moves on. But then there's scenes that aren't like that. But like this is like also the lots of rain, big rain guy. I love watching
Mm.
rain, and so anytime it was raining, it was a bit of a treat for me.
And
Um,
that's a lot of the movie.
I know, and so like I just love like I feel like in most other movies I'd be a little annoyed by constant 2 to 3 minute tracking shots of people
Yeah.
walking down the road, but holy shit, they look so good.
Yeah.
And I love watching them because it's like, damn, yeah, they are going somewhere else now.
Yeah.
They were somewhere else. They were somewhere earlier,
Yeah.
going somewhere else this time.
Uh-huh.
And I get to be there with them when they do that.
Yeah. It's, I mean, so, so good. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, it's I don't have
Shockingly good.
yeah, I was kind of blown away. And yeah, with this in between the two, I was looking thinking about it. I was like, I can't wait to finish
Yeah.
Sátántangó.
Yeah.
Uh
But okay, so I do want to just jump back really quick to um like the idea of how you adapt something.
yeah.
And like you mentioned in Hair of Ice, which I don't that is a crazy thing to mention, but like um he did adapt. I don't know. I mean, I know him and Krasnohork Hork I have like worked
It was
on
Damnation, it said.
Damnation. Well, they worked on that together, but that wasn't based off of one of his books. The other one of his books that he made an adaptation of is The Melancholy of Resistance. But Workmeister Harmonies, which is the adaptation, is only
Yeah.
like 2.5 hours long, I think. Like it's under 3. Um, and I think the book is a similar length to Satan
Yeah.
Tango. So like I am really curious. I haven't read that book, haven't watched that movie, but I'm super curious as to why, he chose to do one way and one the
Yeah.
other.
Well, I haven't seen the other one, but I think it's probably having to do with the subject material of this movie. Like
Sure.
there's the
Yeah.
whole it's so like segmented and like bureaucratic and like it is like a he's doing like a system. Like it's
Yeah.
the 6 step where like it's imitating the form, I think.
Yeah.
And it's in such a way that like you really also it is one of those I tend to dislike movies where this is another thing is I tend to dislike movies where it does like the Magnolia thing where it's like oh you're seeing this part from a different perspective or
Mm.
like it's I don't like that stuff but in this it just kind of like works because it's like yeah
PTA coming up a lot.
oh my god um but you know like in this it was like I was like oh yeah
Yeah.
for sure
Yeah.
and there were a
Definitely.
few moments I was like okay like whatever like there was a few moments they were kind of lame but like not in a way that like took me out of it where usually I feel like it does
Mm.
and so that was pretty interesting. And so yeah, I feel like to do something like that, also you do need it. You need some runtime to make that happen. You know,
Definitely.
because if you're showing a similar thing from however many perspectives, even if it's like it's a short amount, like the first 6 chapters, like that's a pretty. It's like a one, like 1 or 2 days, right? It's like one day essentially.
Yeah. It's.
But you see it from so many perspectives, and
Mhm.
also it's like you're seeing a few chunks of the day.
Yeah.
And it is such like a. I don't know. I feel like it would make. I'm trying to imagine. You could do like a 2 hour adaptation of this, obviously,
Yeah.
just with like normal editing and
Yeah.
shot lengths. But I think that it would be maybe less impactful.
Yeah.
It does unfortunately it requires you to get this reputation though, because you can't really make a movie that's this long without having it be the whole thing that your movie is. You know, it's kind of
Which, yeah.
the form is restricted in a way where like people will either not watch it or will watch it but then be like, that movie's literally 7 hours. Like
Yeah. I think
sort of doomed in a way.
this is, yeah, I guess, doomed in a way. You're right in saying that, but like this sort of leads me to like my general thoughts on like my thesis on the movie, or just like some kind of structured thought on it, which
Yeah.
also has to do with it thematically, which is like, of course, it is this thing. It feels very like massive.
Mhm.
It feels
It's an
daunting, like
epic.
not knowing. I don't even know if it is an epic. Like it's not to
Well, yeah,
me.
because it is like it's a small drama.
Yeah, but like, okay, what I'm
Sorry.
saying is that like, um, going into it, and like before I read the book, going into that, it was this daunting thing that had this like really this air of intrigue about it.
Mm-hmm.
That like I feel like when I'm approaching anything that's so big or just has such a reputation,
Yeah.
like it's not even an expectation thing. It's just more like the expectation is so good. Like I live for that
Having
kind
that
of
expectation.
mystery and
Yeah.
just like I wonder what the fuck is going on in this, especially like knowing. I don't know, just like it's a cool ass name, Sátántangó.
Yeah.
It's just like
Well, I
it's
also feel
got
like
something going
it
for it
must have
there.
added to it after reading the book and being like, how could this be 7 hours and 20 minutes? You know?
Absolutely, for sure. But as a whole, I just think like that anticipation is a an important feeling, and I think a very uh deliberate feeling that's built into it
Mm-hmm.
because the thematic tie-in here, um there are these kind of the whole thing about the bells, right, in the
Yeah.
first chapter and the last chapter. Um, like the characters in the story are reading the bells as this kind of heavenly sound,
Mm-hmm.
something that is not from, this plane.
Yeah, because it's not possible.
Um, but then we find out at the end that it's just like a crazy guy in an abandoned tower who's just ringing that shit, and he's living in the
Well,
past. No, I mean, and this is my reading of it.
yeah.
But you kind of find out that beneath all this like mystery and intrigue and like your own individual
Yeah.
like
It's just
aggrandizing
a crazy guy
of
sounding
something.
off.
Yeah, it's just kind of at the end of the day, it's just a crazy dude, or like
Yeah.
not even a crazy dude. Maybe it could be a really tame thing as well, which
Mm-hmm.
we get into the bureaucracy thing again, but we also get into like the main character, which is Irmas, um, who's just like
A narc.
he is just yeah, he's just like
Yeah.
a spy.
Yeah, and it's like it's such a bland and like you said, like it is sort of the whole thing is like, oh, this whole thing that interested you, like this whole drama is like, oh, it's just there's like five people that have weird interconnected drama, and then this guy's a plant, and he showed up and did all this, and it's like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and I feel
It's like,
like
oh, we're 6.5 hours in, and
mhm,
it's like, oh, okay.
yeah,
And then it's like, damn. And then you have
yeah,
like another hour to sit with it, and then you find the crazy old man. Yeah, it is sort of like the ramblings of
just a dude.
a guy named Laszlo and a guy named Bella.
Yeah, which like, and it is
Just
so
doing work.
clearly about like it is saying something about like translation and it's saying something about the process of writing.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
like the last two chapters are so
yeah.
obvious in
They're
what it's
yeah, yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Like
I mean,
obviously it wraps back around in a circle, it
hmm
ends where it begins, blah blah blah. But like, and the doctor is like some kind of surrogate for
yeah. I was gonna say
Krasnohorkai.
also he like there's the moderate implication that like he is writing
Hmm.
the book or
Hmm.
whatever. You know, like
I mean, it's not. Maybe it's more moderate in the movie, but like quite literally, he copies and pastes the
yeah,
whole like first. It's not paragraphs, but like
yeah.
the first page and a half or 2 pages of the book, and he just puts it at the end.
Is it?
He's
Do you
like the
know?
doctor wrote, and then it just restarts
Oh,
basically.
okay. Do you know who the narrator of the ending of the chapters? That actor, you think?
Oh, the doctor?
Yeah.
No, it sounded like a younger guy.
Oh,
That
okay.
guy's got heavy breath.
Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm imagining he's doing that for the bit, and then he maybe has like a normal voice he can do.
No, that's just how he sounds. He's
Youthful
not acting.
voice. Yeah.
No,
Uh,
maybe he is. I don't know.
because that would be interesting.
It would be. His narration at the end though. Oh my God, the end is just like that was just.
Yeah.
It is like you're
It's
saying
so
evil. It's like
slow and yeah. No, I was gonna say that I love because I love I've talked about this many times on the podcast recently, but I love science fiction and I love an evil mystery that's unsolvable or it's just kind of nasty and like really opaque and untouchable in a way that, like, I love 2001 because I
Yeah.
love the mystery of it. I love the ending, and I love
Mhm.
the, like, the intangibility of, like, that sort of finale,
Mhm.
um, and things like that. And the bells, I just love, like, in a narrative, I love, like, oh, there's bells happening, but there's no bell tower.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
like, ooh, like, I don't know, like, I'm obsessed with stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I love, getting answers. I love not getting answers. Much more than I like getting answers, and I like in this that it gives you an answer, but then it sort of takes it away because you, first of all, you're hearing dozens of bells,
Mhm.
um, which I guess you couldn't have. I'm curious how that was written about. Was it clear that there were more bells than just one man slamming a pole?
It's
And
sort of I mean, it's quite literally just like bells.
yeah, so yeah, no, I think it's more explicit in the movie then that, like, that is either these people, or, like, as the doctor says, he's like, oh, silly me, I imagined that was this thing, and then it kind of stops after he thinks that. Maybe
Yeah.
it's like them hearing that and heightening it to this degree, and we're hearing what they
Yeah.
imagine they're hearing. But it is explicitly like they are hearing dozens of bells going off at the same time,
Mhm.
and then it's just one guy, like, slamming a pole in a bell tower.
Yeah.
And it's like, I love that idea that, like, he goes there, finds out, like, oh, okay, it's just that. And then as he's walking away, like, you're still hearing dozens and dozens of different bells, like, going off.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh, that's it's it's grander than, it's like, biblical, it's
Mhm.
something greater, and it's really intriguing, and I like the idea. It's a sort of invokes, no spoilies, just sort of invokes breaking the waves in a way. And I guess I'll just have to see that movie to figure
Yeah,
that
I
one
guess
out.
I will. I do want to talk a little bit about there. It is pretty much a one-to-one adaptation.
Yeah.
Very true to the source material. Obviously, Krasnohorkai worked on it. But there is like one pretty like glaring difference. It was the one time you kept asking me like, is there anything you were like, oh, how the fuck are they gonna do that?
Yeah.
The one thing that I was thinking about, or was more just like interested in seeing, was when it's actually the title of the chapter is like uh a heavenly vision,
Mhm.
hallucination. It's that chapter where Patrina and Irmias and the Horgos kid are walking after they separate from the rest of the group, and like the group goes to the
The
big
house.
house.
Yeah. Oh, I love that part.
It's the fog part, which
Yeah.
is the part in the that's what they do in the movie, but in the book, it's like a bunch of like veils appear, like these like shit just starts appearing.
Mhm.
And there is fog, but then Esty, the girl who kills herself, also appears there too, and she like ascends
Oh,
basically.
wow.
Um, which I am super like I need to give it a little bit more thought.
About, like, what the
Yeah,
not including that
it's
means.
a pretty like glaring omission because
Yeah.
that to me felt like such a central part of the book, and just like something is happening here.
Yeah.
um so
Yeah,
like
that is interesting.
yeah, I'm super curious as to why. I haven't really thought out anything on it, but
Yeah,
like
we just finished this movie like 5 minutes before recording.
yeah.
So we're going straight into it with our thoughts. But
Yeah.
that is very interesting. I completely forgot about that part. I did love
So
that a lot. I love, like I said, it's all in this vein of, like, I love very grand cosmic mystery that you can't
mhm.
really put your finger on or explain. The part of it is the reason I'm having a hard time describing it, is because, like, that's what I love, like sort of an indescribable, like, pseudo horror of, like,
Mhm.
what is this, what's happening, unexplainable. Like, I can't really dive into how I feel about, like, why I liked the part where, like, he sees the thing and, like, kneels,
Mhm.
and, like, just a shot of the fog, and he's like, "Oh, you've
Mhm.
never seen fog before?" It's like, and then saying something like that is just, like, immediately, like, trivializing it to,
Mhm.
like, him, and I'm like, "Oh, but, like, oh, yeah, no, I have," like, it's just such like a, I don't know.
There's
I
so
love it
many.
so much.
There's so many. Like it's consistently undercutting itself, like
Yeah,
its own um seriousness, I guess.
and like
But like,
scale.
but through different characters, it's
Yeah.
doing that. Um, Especially in that second chapter and the second to last one. Like, I feel like those are the most. They're the most like uh clearly pointing at something, pointing at the government,
Yeah.
and like saying, okay, maybe there is this grand mystery,
Mm-hmm.
but it can kind of all be chalked up to two guys in a room
Yeah.
who are just trying to sort out the mystery and
Yeah.
put it in the
These
plainest speaking that
these
we can.
chuds are your idols.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know. And then like every mysterious thing we see is a manifestation of their actions. It's just like it's fantastic because they're so you just get like so many different characters' viewpoints, I guess, and like you get to be you just get it's this whole sense of awe, like you get to see it
Yeah.
through.
And then also, sorry.
No, please.
If we are to believe that the Doctor is writing this story,
Mm-hmm.
then obviously we're hearing that what's the main guy's name?
Irmias?
How do you say it?
Irmias?
Irmias. Um, obviously we're finding out that he is like a government puppet through the
Mm-hmm.
eyes of the Doctor, who's deciding that maybe
Yeah.
because of what he's seen happen. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and like maybe it is just his perspective from this house, and like hasn't he just sees these like events occur, and is like imagining what is causing them to happen and like reading into them too much and like
Yeah.
just sort of like rambling.
I mean, that's exactly what it's because it does start. There are seeds of truth in it. He has a notebook for every one of these
Yeah,
characters in the estate, but at the end, when he boards up his window, that's like the final action of him saying, like, "Okay, I don't actually give a shit anymore. I'm just
yeah,
gonna like write what I think's going on,"
yeah.
and
But
it's like
also,
this
like, is
completely.
that do we know like is what he's writing true? Like, we don't know. Like, it's just sort of
No, I mean,
could be any. He could just be making up fiction in his head about these people that he looks at.
that's quite literally like the Krasnohorkai of it all. Like
Yeah,
that's just he's being an author.
yeah.
Um,
Really cool movie.
it's so cool.
And not
It's
only
the
is it
best.
cool, it looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
And just also the score.
Oh God,
The
yeah.
score is so awesome. It's Daft Punk, man. Uh,
I think it's the actor who plays Irmias is he does
oh yeah,
music.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah, totally wild. I might be wrong on that, but
Let's look
I
at
think
it.
I read that. But I am curious. Any favorite chapters you had?
Yeah, that is him that did it.
It's so sick. Uh, Actually, better question because we watched it in two parts. Favorite chapter from the first half and favorite from the second.
Um, well, I don't think I have an answer. I think that you're more tapped into the distinction between the chapters because you read the book. Um, I can tell you, I which ones I didn't like.
You had ones you didn't like.
Well, like out of all of them, I think that I don't know. There's something about the recursiveness of the first half that I didn't love.
Hmm.
Like by the third time we're seeing like the dancing, it's like okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like as we got to the end of that sixth chapter, I was like, I hope that the next half isn't just this
Mm.
six more times,
Yeah.
and it wasn't, which is exactly what I wanted. So it was the exact amount at which point I would have tapped out, but I didn't have to because
Mm-hmm.
he knew when to stop himself. No, I didn't have a favorite. I liked. If you were to ask me what my favorite part was, it's anytime they're walking in the rain.
Yeah. Oh God, the
Anytime it's
first
raining.
shot when all that shit is blowing from
Yeah,
behind
my
them,
God, the like
so
whatever
sick.
fans they're carrying it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
I want to give a shout out to the SD chapter with the cat.
SD Kid.
No. um the girl who kills herself.
Yes.
She's the best.
That's a very good chapter.
It's so good, and that just like big ass shot of like her. She's like way the fuck out there, and she's like.
Yeah.
I forget. It was a while ago when we watched it, but or not a while ago, a couple days ago. But like, there's just so many beautiful parts of it, and that to me is just like the most, just like gut wrenching, like actual affecting part.
Yeah, it's
of
nasty.
The movie, like she just has no power over anything else. And
yeah, and I like that it's not really it's sort of disconnected from everything else, but obviously it's the reason that happens to her is because of the rest of the movie and like everyone else's circumstances. But I'm saying it's so disconnected because every single other chapter is like about one of these characters, like a very distinct extension of them, or like what they're doing, or like their perspective on something. And then it's like you just get this kid who's like in the background and is just going through this and like.
But eventually, like the kid, like her being to me the true heart of the story, like the one person we can like pretty unequivocally point at and just say like this is a pure person, like tainted motives, I guess.
What about when she killed her cat on purpose?
Like I feel like that was a pretty clear motive, is that she like she has no attention? Like it's from a place of purity.
No what were you gonna say?
I guess like her naivete is like
so strong that she just has to poison her cat.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it is. I feel like I don't know. I really do.
Well, if that's true, then call me naive. Something I'm starting to feel pretty naive.
I just feel like there's more. Like she's abused by her whole fucking family. Her brother's a dick to her, stealing her money.
Yeah.
She's like mentally disabled. She's not like she's.
Yeah.
I think like maybe okay. You're right in that it's not. Obviously, what she did isn't good, but it's like it's the clearest. Like
is Marty Supreme my friend?
It's the clearest.
We need a. ST is a problematic character. This is problematic media, Tony.
Not enough people have seen this for there to be actual discourse about it.
Is Rosalia my ally?
I just love her so much.
Yeah,
she's the best.
I'm gonna finish my root beer, so I can't talk anymore.
Okay. I have to finish mine too. Oh God, I already had one soda tonight.
Someone's thirsty.
I don't think I can finish this.
You have to.
God damn it. Okay, it's done.
And we're done. All right, great discussion. This is a crazy root beer.
Yeah,
it's so nuts. Okay, so here's some background. It's one of those fake what is it? Oh, Rocket Fizz, the candy store. They make their own root beers, and they make their own sodas, and it's one of them. So it's like a sort of, it's a fake root beer, but not like fake. It's like a I'm trying to think of an equivalent for this of how to describe what this is. Like it's sort of it's like a it's like a, you know how at CVS they'll have. Or at other stores they'll have pre-packaged, unbranded like peach rings or whatever.
Yeah.
Like at sort of whatever stores, and they have like one of peanuts, and it's like not even circus peanuts, like normal, but like it's just like they have this like branding, like non-branding that just packages of food that they have. That's sort of this, but for soda. Okay.
I feel like it's not, because it's more. It has something. There's something going on.
No, I know, but no, I'm just talking about Rocket Fizz, like Rocket Fizz.
Oh
soda.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
This is like the Rocket Fizz original soda is a fake soda in that same way. So it's really really crazy.
It's not good in my opinion.
I want to know. Well, I think it's interesting. I want to know what makes this Three Stooges Wise Guy root beer. If we're being honest, really crazy label. Very much a gimmick soda, but it's so interesting because high carbonation.
Yeah.
Lots of very small bubbles in every single sip. Nice. And it has a really crazy, almost chocolate aftertaste. Like,
Yeah, it's
there's
weird.
some very strange flavor in here that I can't. I had a hard time placing.
It kind of reminds me of how is it called Virgil's?
Yeah, there's
Is
a
that?
Virgil's root beer. Yeah,
Can you look up a pic?
yeah.
Um, yeah, it reminds me of this, which I don't really like.
Yeah.
Does it taste like that to you?
I don't remember. Let me look up what I rated it because we reviewed it. List here. Virgil's. I give it a 3. So yeah, I liked it. I don't know if it tastes like it, but
To me, I don't know. That's probably the closest comparison.
yeah.
Um,
I give a lot of 1s out, huh?
do you really? Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know. I think there is a weird aftertaste
It's
thing
so
going on.
strange. It's like a weird like citrus chocolate. Like it's I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know either. This is not a classic root beer though.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to like scraping this off my tongue before I go to bed.
No, kind of disgusting to me.
Um,
But 100% cane sugar. I'm
Paired
saying?
with a few
Pure
bags of
cane
your
sugar.
favorite chips, your Friday night will be filled with none of the pain. Okay. Yeah, weird. I've never seen a single piece of Three Stooges content in my life.
I haven't either.
Other than on cinema at the cinema, which almost counts, I would say. And yeah, that's about all I gotta say. I'm ready to rate these 2 things. If you are,
I think me too.
I'm gonna give Sátántangó 4 root beers out of 4. It's pretty much all you could want from a movie. It's incredible. Highly recommend it. And I'm gonna give Three Stooges root beer. To be clear, the Three Stooges Wise Guy root beer, or on this website, Three Stooges root beer soda. It is sort of like it's not a root beer; it's a root beer soda.
Yeah,
I think that's the distinction we're looking
Yeah.
for. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 4 movies, just because
Wow.
just because it's interesting. It's something new.
Okay.
It's no poppy. It's no, there's the fake root beers that are like worthless.
Yeah.
And then there's this, which is like, if I was presented with a slate of fake of like Rocket Fizz sodas, I think I'd rather have this again than like try something new and have it be like,
It's a little closer to the real thing.
Yeah, I would argue it's probably closer to the real thing than any of their other fakes, maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I'm interested, and also it would be funny, I think, socially to be drinking a like. Yeah, let me grab a root beer. You want a root beer? And I like hand my friend a Wise Guy root beer at the function.
That would be good.
So those are my ratings. What about you, Tony?
I'm going high and low here, given the
Highest to lowest.
Yeah, highest to lowest. I'm going 4 root beers for the movie. I'm going 1 movie for the root beer.
Tough critic for Three Stooges root beer soda.
But yeah, watch Sátántangó.
So good.
So good.
All right. Thanks for coming on, Tony.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Pleasure.
Thanks for listening, guys. And next episode, I'll see you guys when I'm reviewing a root beer and a soda. Bye.
Bye.